Banded together from remote galaxies are 13 of the most sinister villains of all time, the Legion of Doom. Dedicated to a single objective, the conquest of the universe. Only one group dares to challenge this intergalactic threat.
What's up, everybody? It's your Otto coming to you live and direct from the grotto. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, man. I'm going to show you through this video what my number one book was on my want list, which I did on a previous video. So if you're following me along, you might have an idea. If not, go ahead and watch it anyway to see what I'm going after, because I already picked up one of those books on my want list. But this is the number one book on my want list. So, as always, 3 Men in the Basement is sponsored by Rocket Comics, your one-stop shop for all your pressing needs, and Signature Series books are on their way to C2E2. All new customers will receive 20% off their first invoice for pressing and cleaning. Then, all returning customers will receive 10% off all your pressing and cleaning needs for the total invoice. As always, comment, share, like our videos, smash those reminders, you guys, because I was going through some analytics, and unfortunately, a lot of our subscribers don't have those reminders smashed. But please do that. It only helps us out with our videos. Justin, Nemesis Prime, Birdie1869, and Roger Levesque, the four of us. We're really trying to pump out some content, really help grow this channel. So, without further, now, I'm going to hold off a little bit. Let me tell you something. I'm all about buying when a book is not hot, okay? And unfortunately, this movie ruined the first appearance of this book, of this group, and this book as far as value. But I have always said comic book collecting is a marathon. I was that kid that was 15 years old in the early 80s, 13, 14, 15 years old, going to all these VFW halls and digging in long boxes where there was no cosplay. It was $1 to get in. There was no root beer trucks. There wasn't nothing. It was just boxes and boxes of long boxes. And that's how long I've been in this game. But I did take a lot of time off, you guys, raise a family, do the right thing. But now I'm back in it full blown. But I'm all about buying books when they're not hot. Because, again, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay? This is definitely a marathon game. Now, one of my LCSs buys big collections. And over the summer, I was very lucky to pick up Brave and the Bold 28 at a 4.0 CGC. Huge book, huge DC Grail, and just a very undervalued and underappreciated book. Fun fact is Brave and the Bold 28, the Justice League predated FF1. So this was right after World War I. This is 1960, or even earlier. And then Marvel came out with the superhero groups. But again, Brave and the Bold 28 predates all the Marvel superhero groups. So, what book do you think I got? That's right. Justice League #1 is now part of my collection. Okay? This book was so iconic to me because growing up, I was a Super Friends fan. That's what I watched on Saturday mornings. Super Friends, Legion of Doom. Those characters, absolutely. I used to see this book all the time. To finally own this book is absolutely fantastic. It has some wear and tear, but what do you want? This book is 1960, you guys. 1960, okay? This book is 60 years old, and to have this book still around is unbelievable. Just a nice-looking book. It's got this wear and tear on it. It's not tape. It's like staining or something. The biggest is on the bottom. Sorry about my big fingers. Right there. But, a little nip on the edge. But other than that, the corners look tight. No signs of trimming. No signs of color touch. Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Batman and Superman are in this. Just a great, great book. And I got it, and I have it. And I'm going to sit on it for a while. I'm not going to send it right to Rocket Comics. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to actually try to get 2 and 3. My goal is to have Justice League 1 to 13. I like that number. I think it's a good round number to have all those books. So, yep, I do own Justice League #1. I read it. It's great. Despero is in it, and it's about a 15-page story, and then it breaks off into like little team-ups. So you've got Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern, Flash going with Wonder Woman, just a really cool, fun stuff to read because this is what I grew up with. Wow, this book is 11 years older than me, but, as a Super Friends fan, this is very important. So now I do own Justice League #1. Now, what kind of collector am I? I'm a linear collector. God, I hope this book comes back a 4. A 4, a 4, a 4. It'll match my Brave and the Bold 28. But if it doesn't, to me, it's all right. I'm not going to try to sell it to buy the 4. I found this book in the wild. I paid a great price for it. However, guys, I do want you to know I'm very fortunate that this book was on a layaway. I don't have the type of liquid to just buy it off the rack. The owner, who I've been dealing with for many years, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, I just paid it off, and I couldn't wait to show it to you guys. So, Brave and a Bold 28, Justice League #1, some of the biggest DC keys other than the first appearances. Showcase 8, Tech 28, first Superman, but just great books. Never thought I'd own it. I do. And this is my biggest pickup of the year, and this was #1 on my want list. So thank you very much for watching this video. On behalf of my brothers at Lords of the Long Box, TiVo, Darkside Jedi, Milton Emanuel, on behalf of the 3 Men in the Basement, myself, Birdie1869, Roger Lebec, Nemesis Prime, we're constantly kicking out content. Comment, share, like our videos, please, guys. We're trying to grow the channel. This is only February, and we got a lot of things planned. Our comic swap is coming up. Terrificon is coming up. You're going to see us out there. Shaking hands, getting to know everybody. We're going to be at cons. I can't wait for this spring and summer. So on behalf of all of those people that I just mentioned, I am Otto, and I am out. Peace.